Hey guys, we got a lot going on in this video today. So if you like savings challenges, if you want to see new products, then stick around. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. In this video today, I'm going to be doing savings challenges. And those of you who watch my videos know that this is the savings challenge binder that I keep mine in. And this is the savings challenge binder I keep my budgeting community friends challenges in. So as I mentioned, I got a lot going on in this video today because I also am going to be showing you some of the new products that are coming out with the anniversary launch on September 5th. So let's just jump right into it. I'm not going to count it out for you, but I do have $382 over here that I am going to be using for my challenges today. And because we got so much going on, I want to just jump right in. So I'm going to get into my friends binder first. And part of the busyness this time is I am continuing my Everything Beachy collaboration. And I do have an IOU in here. In my last video, I had miscounted what I was supposed to save. So I do owe this envelope $7. So I'm going to put that up here so I don't forget to include it. And I'll take my IOU back and put it away. And I will grab 2 dice so that we can start playing this, and we will jump right in. So this is a collaboration that I'm in with 23 other creators, and we have been doing this throughout the month of August. This is the money that I have saved already, so I'm going to put this back in the envelope. One of the other things I did, in case you didn't see the video, is I changed out all my envelopes to these A5 envelopes that have the flap on them, because the other ones I had used them several times. I've been using them for a long time for different things, and the money was sliding out, but I really do like these. I got them off Amazon, and this just keeps the money from coming out. All right, so let's get into our Everything Beachy collab and see what our first roll is going to get us. It's going to get us off the table. So I got 1 and 1. I think I'll do an X this time because I did a check mark and a circle before, and then that makes it easy for me to keep up with how much I need to save. So let's see, 1 and 1. That's 3. 2 and 2. So it's 2 and 2 is 1. 4 and 3. So we got 4 and 3 is 3. That one took a long time. 6 and 5. So we got 6 here and 5 here. So what do we have so far? I have 1 and 3 is 4, and 3 is 7, and 5 is 12. All right, maybe one more. 6 and 3. So we got 6 and 3. So that is $8. So let me just double check, but I think that's a total of $20. I got 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 8 is 15, plus 5 is 20, and that is 20 going into my Everything Beachy challenge. And maybe I will finish this off next time. I will put the link to my Google Drive, which has this challenge in here, if you'd like to download it and play along. Okay, and next is saving around the world, and we are in the month of August, and I got a lot to catch up on. So I'm just rolling 1 dice for this, and let's grab the black one, and we'll just start rolling and see how much we're going to save. So we have 5. I started out with 5 last time. 5. 1, 6, Oh, this is going to be a big one. 2. All right, one more. And 1. Okay, you guys know when it gets to be too many numbers, I need to pull my calculator out. So we have 5 plus 5 plus 1 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1. $20. I think $20 is the amount for today, evidently. And I may come back to this one if I do have extra, because I do want to try to get into September for the next one, which is Ireland. But if I don't, then I may end up doing August and a few of September's at the same time. All right, next we get into My Math is Mathing, one of my favorite games from my bestie Plan and Budget with Jan. And there's my dice for multiplication, addition, subtraction, and division. And let's see what we're going to get on this roll. So we have 6 plus 1. And that's going to be 7. And then we have 5 minus 1, which is going to be 4. Oh, this is a big one. We got 6 times 4, which is 24. Should I risk it and keep going? I might end up having some IOUs. I might end up having some IOUs today. Oh, we got 6 times 3, which is 18. These are the largest numbers I've ever gotten. Let's see. All right, we got 1 minus 1, which is 0. 2 more. Then we have 5 minus 1, which is 4. And last one. Oh, we got 6 times 5, which is 30. Oh my gosh. This is the largest line that I have ever gotten. So let me see how much I have to save with this. Whew, that's a big one. 7 plus 4 plus 24 plus 18 plus 4 plus 30. Wow, that's $87. So we got 20, 40, 60, 80. Jan, I hope you are watching this, girl. 5, 6, 7. It's 87 that needs to go in here. Oh, that one was huge. Okay, and then I have one more line, and I'll be finished with this one. Again, I just keep erasing this and replaying this one because I love this one so much. But Jan kind of left me owing a lot of money today. Okay, let's get to Libbyland. So let's see what we're going to do for Libbyland. I think I'm going to roll 2 and just start from the beginning because I don't remember where I left off. So let's just roll 2 and count spaces. So we have, I'm just going to check them off. I checked them off last time and went and forgot to color them in. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll put an X on that one. Okay, 5 and 3 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 2. Okay, pretty good so far. Let's just see if our luck holds up. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. Okay, I think I'll roll one more time. And we got 3, 1, 2, 3. So that one is already checked off from last time. I got to remember to go back and color these in. And 2, 1, 2. The 7 is already colored in. And then 2 and 2 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 6 is already colored in. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Ooh, big numbers today. Okay, so I have 2, 4, 6, and 10. So that's going to be 16 for Libby Land today. Let me see if I have any. Nope, don't have any singles. I'll either get change out of my overflow binder or get change out of another envelope because I'm running low on ones. Okay. So another one of my favorite games, my BTS Savings Challenge. And I'll put my rules out there. And I'll put my player card and my army symbol card. And I got my cards. I'll mix them up. So let's see. I only have Jen and J Hope left. But I have a lot of army symbols left to save. I'll see what I get. All right, so how many cards am I pulling today? I'm pulling 2 cards today. All right, so my first one is V, and I have V already. So what I do when I already have them is I save an army symbol. So that's going to be 5. You guys remember, this goes in my Everything Beachy collab. I just forgot to put it in the envelope. I will do that when I finish. All right, and got to pull one more. Oh, and V does not fit any of my extra savings. All right, we got Jungkook, and we have Jungkook already. So I'm going to fill in an army symbol. And I am going to save another 5 for Jungkook, and I'm going to save 1 because he is the McNay, and the McNay is the youngest in the group. So I think I'm going to put these 2 5s back, and I'm going to grab a 10. So that will be 11 for my BTS challenge today. I got 2 army symbols filled in. Didn't get any members, but that is okay. And I will go back and put the $7 in my Everything Beachy collab so I don't forget about it. Oh, there's some singles in here maybe if I need some. Okay. Next we're going to Yeji from the Yedge budget. I've done Save and Grow the Green, and I've done Let's Be Rich. So I have one left to do from Yeji, and this one is Save and Shine on a Starry Night. So let's use a black one for this, and let's make each one, we'll make each one $3. How about that? So I'm just going to put a 3 down here so I'll remember it. All right. And I don't know my constellations, but I know these are constellations on here. So I am going to fill in 4 this time. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're each $3. So I'm going to save $12 for this one. See, do I have change in here? I do have change in here. So if I give this one a 20, then I need to take 8 back. 5, 6, 7, 8. And that will help me get a little bit of change. And Yeji has these on her Ko-fi. If you want to go grab them from her. She also has the Savings Around the World on her Ko-fi because she was part of that. I believe she was actually February, and Yeji's country was Korea. All right, next we are going into Kimmy's Budgets, and this is a word search. So let me grab my word search pen. Yep, this is it. And each of the words are $5. So let's see how many words I can find today. just so you guys know, if it takes me too long, I speed this up. So I may be finding a word, but it may be like 20 minutes later than when I'm looking for it due to editing. Umbrella. I see umbrella. Okay, I didn't speed that one up. I did find that one pretty quickly. Let's find one more. Let's see if there's any more. Oh, I see camp. There we go. Okay. All right, so that's going to be $10 for this one. And this one takes a little bit to dry, if I remember correctly. It does. So I am going to put this behind the money so that it doesn't mess up my envelope. Because I really don't want to mess up my new envelopes. Okay. Dish money. Shut the fridge 2. I did shut the fridge 1 already, so I'm going to shut the fridge 2. And this is just another roll and save. So I am going to roll 1 dice to see how many times I'm going to roll. Okay, I'm going to roll 4 times. And let's see what I get. Whoops. Let's get control of my dice first. Okay, so I got a 6 on the first one. I got a 1 on the second one. I got a 4 on the third one. One more roll. And a 3 on the fourth one. So that's 10, that's 14. Do I have any singles in here? I do. So I'm going to take a single out and I'm going to grab 15 and add it to, oh, there's some more 5s in here. So let's do this. Let's put these 2 5s there and grab a 10. And that is how I make change sometimes too, as I'm going through challenges. And then I don't have to pull my overflow binder out for change. But I have it if I need it. Okay, next one is Waddle of Savings from MichellesOrganizedBudgets. And let's see, I think I'll do the next scratch off. And let's see how much that is. So that one's 10. So let me grab a 10. And then I need to decide what I'm going to do, what else I'm going to do. Oh, I don't have my vacuum. So I have the 10, and then I'm going to fill in the 11, which would make it 21. And then the 6. I think this is the wrong marker, but that's okay. Which would make it 27. So I'm going to grab 30, and I do have $3 in here, so I'll take 3 back and add 30. All right. Next is my Drip by E umbrella. And each one of these is 5. So I think I'll finish off the umbrella. And what colors do I want to finish off the umbrella with? So here, oh, you know what? I cannot have an umbrella without doing a light purple section. So we'll do this. I thought it was light purple. Now this is not laminated. So this is the true color of the marker. And then we got one more section to do. I already did green. And I did a shade of pink. So how about a blue? Let's do this blue. So this will finish off the umbrella. And then next time I'll start working on the raindrops. So that's going to be 10 for my Drip by E challenge. And then I have my save 2025 and 2025. And I think I'll just pick one for this one. Let's see what I have. So 20, how about 25? Do I have a 25 to do on here? Oh, I see a couple. There's one, there's one. Let's do this one. So that will be it for Save 2025 and 2025 today, because I got some other surprises coming up for you guys, and I need some of this to show you. All right, and then my last one in my friends binder is my Drip by E Christmas challenge. So I've started working on Christmas challenges, and I've designated each of these snowflakes to be $1. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left in here. Where's the money from the last time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, ding, ding, ding. There's a clear envelope back here, and this is where I'm putting my money. So I need to save 8 to finish this one off. So I'm going to color these. I'm going to check these off right now, you guys. I'll go back and color them in the interest of time. And then that's going to finish off this challenge. So I'll add $8 to this. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll add this to the 10 I already have and put it back in my pocket. All right, so that is going to do it for friends. I do have this in here, and I did a whole video on this. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I started the 365-day penny challenge. So I have been saving change since the beginning of the year, and I did the first count of it, and I actually filled in the first 2 columns, 1 in the 3rd column, and then I had enough to start with some of the larger numbers. So go check that video out. That was really fun, and it was a lot more change than I thought I had in the jar. So I will be continuing it, but I'll probably only pull it out every couple of months or when I get a decent amount of change. Okay, so I'm going to set my friends binder to the side, and I am going to pull out my savings challenge binder. And it's been a while since I've been in mine. I've done my budgeting friends the last couple of times. But last time I finished up a ton of savings challenges in my savings challenge binder. So I finished all of these that have empty envelopes. So we are going to do something with these empty envelopes today. But first, I am going to continue with the ones I already have in here. So my Pinch a Penny challenge. In my Pinch a Penny challenge, what I do is roll the 12-sided die. Where is it? Here it is. So I roll the 12-sided die to see how many pennies I'm going to be saving, and each penny is $1. And once I finish this whole thing, there'll be $100 in here. Okay, so I'm going to save 5 today. And where's my brown? Here it is. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I'm saving today. And do I have change in here? No change. So I'll just grab a 5 and put it in here. All right, my Your Challenge Your Way. I am on number 11. So I will be saving number 11 today. So it's going to be a 10 and a 1. Okay, shut the box. Let's grab a couple of dice so we can do some shut the box. Okay, so started out with a 2 and a 3, which is 5. A 5 and a 3, which is 8. A 2 and a 5, that's 7. A 4 and a 3, which is 7. I already have 7, but I can cross off 4 and 3. A 6 and a 2, which is 8, but I can cross off the 6 and the 2, so I have a 9 and a 1 left. And that is a 4 and a 3, which is a 7, so I need to save a 9 and a 1, which is 10. So I guess I just grab a 10. All right. And then roll the dice. Let's see what I am doing with this one today. So with roll the dice today, I will see how many times I'm going to roll. Okay, I'm going to roll 4 times. Okay, so I got a 2. I'll just make a little mark there. I got a 6. There's the next 6. I got a 1. Another 6. I better add these up. 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1 is 15 that I'm going to be saving with roll the dice. So that was 2 6s. There's a 6. There's a 6. A 2. And a 1. Where is my dark purple marker? I think this is the one I'm using. This is the one I'm using. Okay, and then I need to save $15 for this one. I've got 51 in here, so I'm going to need to take a 10, a 5, and a 1. And I may have to get my overflow binder and get some change, but we'll see. Okay, my budgeting goals. I use my 12-sided die and I ignore 10, 11, and 12. And there's 9 lines here. So whatever I roll, I do one of the numbers off that line. Okay, 12, so I ignore that. 1, I have both numbers done already for 1. Line 8 is numbers, so I think I will do the $7. I'll do the $7. So I'll give it a 10 and take 3 back. All right, my good to be savings. I did condense my savings challenges too. Maybe I shouldn't have. All right, so good to be saving. What am I doing on this one? Or what can I do on this one? I can do a 20. I think I'll just do a 20 on this one this time. Right. Okay, so now we are to the empty section of my binder, and I can't wait to share this with you guys, what's coming up. I'm going to set this up here, and I am going to show you guys some of the new savings challenges coming in my next release, which is on September 5th. So if you saw my last one, I've been introducing or showing you what's going to be coming up little by little in videos. So my last video, I showed you the blue jeans challenge, and with that, if you recall, I showed you the pickpocket. So I have made a version of pickpocket for myself so that I can show you guys how this is played. So I'll be playing that one. And then I've also released, kind of going with the theme here. So first was denim and jeans, and now we're into sneakers. So this is a color the sneaker, color and save. There are 6 different sets of stars over here. And what you do is you can designate whatever number you want in terms of how much you want to save for each color. And then as you color the sneaker in, whatever color you use, that's what you save. I do have another version of this that you will see in just a second, but this kind of goes as a set with the next 2. So then I have the All-Star Roll and Save, which goes with this. Same type of design with the little stars, and this is a roll and save, as I mentioned, same color scheme. And then also in this set is an all-star scratch and color. So it's got the Converse on it as well. There's loaded denominations with numbers 1 through 6, and then there's higher denominations with numbers 5 through 25. So you can choose one or both or either depending on what you want to save. So same savings challenge, but just different numbers. Again, numbers 1 through 6 and numbers 5 through 25. So that's the first set of sneakers. The second set of sneakers, I have another color and save, color the sneaker. Same concept, you assign a value to each of these colors, and then as you color in the sneaker, then you save that amount of money. This one I am going to be putting in my savings challenge binder as well. The other 2 in this one, it's a sneaker roll and save. So same color schematic as this one, this color, the sneaker, and have a roll and save option for those that like to roll and save. And then I do also have a sneaker saver scratch and roll, and I'm going to put this one in my binder. Underneath these scratch offs, there are not numbers. It's a mystery what they are, but you'll see it when I play it. But they are not numbers under here, but they do contribute to how much you save. So I'm going to be playing this one as well. So I will set that over to the side. And then I just have a sneaker save and roll with some colorful sneakers on it. Again, you know, you can either assign a specific denomination that you want to save for each one. You can roll a dice. You can do it many different ways, but you can make up your own way. But this will finish out the sneaker series. So we had denim last time, we have sneakers this time, and I am going to clear off the ones that I'm not going to be playing. And as I mentioned, I probably will do a video just bringing everything back out on camera, but I've been explaining these as I've been going through them, because when I do it all at one time, it's just a lot of information, and I would rather just give this to you a little bit at a time so you see what's coming out next Friday, September 5th, into my shop. And then if you want to go back and look at the last video, no, not the last one, my last one was an unstuffing, which I filmed before I started doing this, but the one before that, if you go back to that one, that's where you'll see the denim. And otherwise, next week you can look forward to one where I just bring everything back out and briefly explain it, but I've been explaining them kind of in depth in the videos. Okay, so I'm going to set these to the side, And then I have some other fun savings challenges that I made. I have the rainbow and unicorns. Again, that's one where you can assign a value to each rainbow or unicorn that you want, or maybe you give the rainbows one value, you give the unicorns another value. There's a celebrate, so kind of an all occasion savings challenge that you can use, really colorful. There's the pencil play, so you could do this as a roll and save as well. I think I'm going to do the wet paint. So I'll add the wet paint in, and I definitely want to do this one. This one is a save by color. So I have a picture of the original butterfly up here, and then you designate how much you want each color to be worth. And then as you color in the butterfly, whatever color you use, then that's how much you save. And it's, if you can see it, it's kind of a puzzle piece. So there are definitely sections. So when you color a section, whatever color you color it, you look up here and see how much you've assigned to save with that one, and then that's what you save. So I'm going to put this one in my savings challenges as well. Okay, so I'm going to clear these to the side, and I am going to bring my binder back down here and grab up my savings challenges that I'm going to be playing. All right, and then if you hold just a second, I'm going to take this $40 and go get some change. All right, you guys, I've got some change, so let's make sure I have 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. So there we go. I'm going to start with 20 questions and showing you how to play the 20 questions. So I'll just set these over to the side for now. And I'm going to grab my blue marker. So for 20 questions, it says save the number on the pocket below, then scratch off the corresponding pocket, answer the question and save based on your answer, yes or no. So first I am going to check off number 1, and you don't have to go in order, but I'm just going to say I'm going to start with number 1, and then, or you could color it in too if you wanted to. And then I have to go to my questions. Now there's 20 questions with each of these challenge packs, because there's 20 numbers, so you will have saved numbers 1 through 20. And then on here, you have to put, if your answer is yes, what will you save? And if it's no, what will you save? So I'm going to say if my answer is yes, I'm going to save 2. If my answer is no, I'm going to save 1. And you can make this any amount you want to. And so I need to go to the card, to the corresponding pocket, which is number 1. And I'll grab my scratch off tool, and I'm going to scratch. And again, I made this one especially for me, just so I could show you guys how to play it. In the shop, there will be 2 versions of this. So the only difference between them is the questions. So I have 2 sets of 20 questions available. So I'll have it listed as Pickpocket 1 and Pickpocket 2. First question is, have you ever had fast food as a meal on a holiday? And I am going to say, I know for sure I have at least one time, so I'm going to pick yes. And that time was, we went to Hawaii for a basketball tournament. And while in Hawaii, my middle son got a case of appendicitis on the day before we were supposed to return back home. So the day before Thanksgiving, he had to have an emergency appendectomy at Maui Memorial and had to stay in the hospital. So that next day, on Thanksgiving Day, I was there by myself because the rest of our group had left and gone back home like they were supposed to. So I had Burger King for Thanksgiving, and I'll always remember that Thanksgiving because I had Burger King and because he was in the hospital in Maui. All right, should I do another one? Oh, so in terms of savings, that's going to be 1 for the pocket, and then it's going to be 2 for the yes to had fast food as a meal. I should have zoomed this in, but I'm not very good with operating my camera like that. Let me see if I can while I'm playing these. There, that might be a little bit better. Okay, I'll scoot this up so you guys can see a little bit better. Still don't know if you can read it, but at least that's a little bit closer. We'll play one more. So let's play number 5. I'm going to go out of order. So number 5, I'm going to save $5, and then I'm going to scratch off question number 5. The question for number 5, gotta brush those crumbs off, is have you ever tried to do a TikTok dance and failed miserably? And I have never tried to do a TikTok dance. And I can dance, don't get me wrong, I can dance, but I've never tried to do a TikTok dance. So for no, I'm going to save 1. So I saved 5 for the pocket and then 1 for no. So my total savings for pickpocket 20 questions is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's the way you play pickpocket. So I'm going to keep this in my savings challenge binder, and I'm going to continue to play it. I did do this version with matte laminate instead of the glossy laminate, only because with filming, it's so hard to keep the glare from reflecting in the lights. So I did do this, since it's a custom version for me, with matte vellum, but it normally comes with glossy laminate. Okay, the next one is going to be, remember I told you about the sneaker scratch and roll, that it was a little bit different? What you have to do is you have to roll 4 times. Now, you might want to just take this at your own pace and, you know, roll once. And I'll fill in these numbers because I do need to show you guys how this is played. So I'll fill in these numbers as I go so you can see how it's meant to be played, and then you can do it your own way if you want to. So the first number I rolled is 3. So I'm going to put a 3 there. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 5. And 1 more. I rolled a 4. So what I was saying is you can play at your own pace. So maybe one day you just want to roll a 3 and a 5 and save 8. The next day or next time you play, you roll a 1 and a 4 and you save 5. And then the third time that you play, then you scratch off the scratch off. So I am going to scratch the scratch off, and let's see what it says. So this one is the dice times 2. So the total of my dice are 3 plus 5 plus 1 plus 4. So that's 13 times 2. So that's going to be 26. It's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 26. Again, remember, this one is mine, but I think you get the gist of it. So underneath here, there are not numbers, but rather instructions. So you will not see this version because, once again, it's mine, but that is the way that you will play. There'll be other fun things underneath here that you have to do with the die. Okay, so that's the Sneaker Saver Scratch and Roll. And the next one is really very simple. It is just to color the sneaker. And I think what I will do is I will make these just go in order. So that's going to be 1. This one is going to be 2. This one's going to be 3. Is that the green? That's not the green I want, is it? I should probably just make this one black so you can see it. So it's going to be 3. And then this one is going to be 4. And I will make this one 5. And the last one on the end, I'm going to make 6. It shows up, but barely. Anytime I color something in on the shoe, I need to use one of these colors of the buttons, and then however much that color is designated to be, that's how much I need to save. So for instance, if I am going to, and I'll just do a pink one because the pink is worth 1. So I'll make this pink. And I'm going to save $1. Next time I might go through and I might make this purple. So I would save $2. So whatever you color this section, that's what you save. I hope that's clear. All right, so $1 for color the sneaker. And this is color the sneaker 1. And as a reminder, there is a color the sneaker 2, same concept. The next one is the save by color. So I need to designate values for my colors. And I think I'll do the same thing that I did for the color of the sneaker. I'm going to make pink 1, yellow 2, green 3, blue 4, and purple 5. And what do I have left? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 left. So I am just going to start coloring. Let me grab a pink. And I see a heart, so I think I'll make this heart pink. Now this is laminated. I will also offer it unlaminated for those of you who like to color unlaminated challenges. But for now, to show you how this goes, there we go. So that's 1. And what else will I color in? If I grab a yellow and maybe I'll color this section yellow. So that's going to be 2. Let me move this so you guys can see it, so I can make sure you can see it. So there's the pink and the green, or the pink and the yellow. So there's 1 for the pink, 2 for the yellow, and then maybe I'll just color a green, which is $3. I got to think about this though, because I want to get a pattern going. Now I put this up here so you can copy this pattern, or you can do your own thing and make your own pattern. It doesn't matter. It's completely up to you. Okay, I think I'll color, I'll color a big section with this one. So this one is going to be green. So it's going to be following the, if you just follow the lines, you'll see how it goes. So that's where the section is for this one. And again, you can look up at the picture and you can tell, because there's not definitive lines for all of them, if you can see that, but there is enough of a line for you to be able to tell, and then you can just mimic it down here. Okay, so I got started on my butterfly. I'm really excited about this one. So I need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So today I'll be saving $6 with my Save by Color. And then last but not least, my wet paint roll and save. So I'm just going to grab 2 dice, and this is just a straight up roll and save. I have to think about it, if I can think about how to do this in some different way. So we got a 1 and a 2. And I think we'll just do, how much do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll just stop there. We're going to do $3 this time. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And that is the wet paint roll and save. And I still have 1 envelope left. I do have a challenge that's going to be going in there. So be sure to tune in to my next video on Tuesday, because you'll see more of the new products that are coming out. But just a reminder, I've got the Pickpocket 1 and 2. Only difference is 2 different sets of questions. The Sneaker Saver Scratch and Roll that I'm doing. I've got the Color the Sneakers challenge that I'm doing, the Save by the Color, and the wet paint. And these are the rest of the sneaker savings: Another Color the Sneaker, the All-Star Roll and Save, the All-Star Scratch and Color with numbers 1 through 6 and 5 through 12, the Big Shoes to Fill, just a roll and save, or you can designate how much you want each pair of shoes to be, and then the Sneaker Saver Roll and Save if you just want to do it as a straight roll and save. And then last but not least, the other 3 that I did not put in my binder are the Pencil Play Challenge. Again, another good roll and save, or for you to find a creative way to do it yourself. The Celebrate, a good savings challenge to save for any occasion. You can designate how much each of these is. And then the same thing with the Rainbow and Unicorns. You can designate how much the rainbows are, how much the unicorns are, according to your savings goal and what you're trying to save. And then last reminder, these new products will be coming to the shop on September 5th. Let me fix this. There we go. New products will be coming to the shop on September 5th. Everything in the shop is on sale right now for 30% off until September 5th at 12 o'clock, right before the new products are released. Okay, so thanks guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. Please give this video a like if you liked it. If you are not subscribed, I hope that you would consider subscribing. And as always, leave me a comment or 2. You guys know I love your comments, and you know I respond to every single one. Until next time, guys. Bye.